All verse rise in my soul family. All verse rise in my soul family. So what I'm going to talk to you all on this topic is any biological cousin or any biological sibling that hates on their spiritual sibling or spiritual cousin, man, they are a disgrace to existence. Let me tell you why, man. I had the experience one time, right? I had a female cousin that I only seen like one time in my life in my younger years when I was like around 9 or 10 years old, right? And then out of nowhere, my narcissistic female cousin will call my mom around like, late 2016 or early 2017 and saying that I'm fucking bullying her and shit like that, making up lies to my mom and shit, trying to get my own mom against me and shit like that, right? And that female cousin that I only seen one time in my life that made up those lies to my mom, and my mom didn't even like snap and flash out to go off on her bitch ass. It's like fuck that damn narcissistic female cousin that I only saw one time in my life. Like for real, man. She like cousins like that, man. They the type to gossip about me. They the type of gossip about me. They the type to really gossip about me with their soulless vibrational people and run to other people about me and can't tell me directly, they hate me. Like, I'm like, bruh, and I'm a cool ass person, anybody that I'm not biologically related to and they actually took the time out to get to know me. They appreciate my talents. They appreciate my spiritual soul intelligence, man. They feel me, bro. They feel me. Like they don't, but my female biological cousin who just have nothing but hatred towards me with her narcissistic ass. She's a fucking narcissist, a demon, a sociopath. I ain't gonna put her name out on this video because she knows exactly who the fuck she is. She know what she did because anybody who hates on me, my ancestors, my spirit guides, and my angels, and I repeat, my soulful ancestors, soulful angels, and soulful spirit guides, they will deal with any fucking hater that tries to really ruin my life and they get their life ruined instead, right? So yeah, man, it's like in general, man. And then also I had a female cousin, that just jealous of me, jealous because I'm a spiritual being. I always evolve my way of thinking and feeling, and I don't fit in a slave on the matrix and try to be a popular person in a slave on the matrix because I don't have a Yankee patriotic mindset. I have an indigenous mindset. I'm just like a Caribbean islander with the way that I think and feel on things that I see. You know what I'm saying? Because I think with intuition. My other female cousin, she get mad at me from just having a conversation with one of her female friends that she friends with. And how can your own cousin, your own blood biological cousin get mad at you from just having a regular conversation in person with their friends, and they don't even want their friends to engage with you? Your own fucking blood cousin, your biological cousin do this, right? That's what happened with me. That's why I'm saying, like, most of your biological cousins or whatever, they're not really your spiritual family. If they always try to ruin things with you and try to like get motherfuckers against you, they try to get your own mom and dad against you or try to get anybody against you, right? It's crazy, man. It definitely be narcissists in your own biological families for real, because when there's a spiritual individual within the siblings and the cousins and all that stuff, right? The siblings and cousins that's not spiritual and they're filled with sociopath, two-faced joker vibrations, they're always going to hate on their spiritual cousin. That's just how it is. They're always going to hate on their spiritual cousin, always want to gossip about spiritual cousins behind their back with other soulless vibrational beings. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I had so many siblings and soulless vibrational cousins, just want to gossip about me with their soulless vibrational people, and instead of just telling me directly that they have hatred towards me. But they can't do that because they have a lot of hate towards themselves, so they try to project their fucking slave on a narcissistic projections onto me because they have self-hate. They don't have no love within themselves, right? So any biological person that ever had hatred towards me and try to get my own mom against me and shit like that to try to lecture me, it's because they have self-hatred towards themselves, like for real, bro. That's just how it is, man. That's why I don't really associate with a lot of my cousins on my mom's side, because a lot of them be fake. A lot of them be fake. A lot of them are sociopaths and psychopath demons. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fooled by that brown skin, melanated skin. I'm not fooled by that appearance. I can see that they're a bunch of draconians. I can see that they have this Yankee and patriotic mindset. That's just how it is, man. Like for real. Because the way I feel, and how to tell if a biological person does not like the spiritual relative. When the spiritual relative walks in the room, man, you know, the non-spiritual relative that's like a sociopath or psychopath or whatever, what happens is they just gonna have their head down, and like, you know, they gonna try to like act like they don't exist when they walk in the room or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But if the spiritual relative was to speak out against slave owners or whatnot, or speaking anything of a soulful vibration, you know, speaking of love or whatever, then all what's gonna happen, right? The relative that's not the sibling or cousin that's not of a spiritual vibration, what's going to happen is they're going to degrade their spiritual cousin or sister or brother or whatnot, and they just going to be hating on them and degrading them. And that spiritual sister, spiritual brother, spiritual cousin, they going to be remembering that stuff forever, because that stuff is traumatizing, right? I know from experience. I experienced that a lot with my cousins and other siblings, you know what I'm saying? You know, cousins, siblings, you know, degrading me, calling me the N-word and all that stuff. And they don't realize this N-word that they try to degrade me with, you know, that it's the same word that slave owners use on Brazilian slaves during the cotton picking era. So they dumbass don't even realize they acting like a slave owner, but they don't see it. And this the thing is, I can't change them. I can't help them become one of these spiritual beings because they wasn't born that way. You know what I'm saying? I just never one of those people who try to fit in at some fucking weak ass school or a weak ass slave on the matrix, because I always be solo. I always be solo, man. Like, I don't be running with a clique of soulless, vibrational, fake ass people around me. I'm always solo everywhere I go. Because why? I dealt with too many fake individuals while growing up. You know, a lot of spiritual people, they always be solo. You never see these spiritual people around. You never see them with a group of individuals. The only time you ever going to see them with a group of individuals if they probably go out of country and link up. That's the only way you're going to see them with other individuals, because us spiritual beings, we only going to hang with other spiritual beings. And let me tell you something, like me, I never go out that much, you know, because like majority in the locations just be like totally fake, totally soulless vibrational. And I don't like to be having soulless vibrational frequencies around me, because I don't get down like that, man. I learned that shit when I was going to school. Too many soulless vibrational people in my age group. But besides that fact, man, that's another reason why I don't really associate with a lot of soulless vibrational biological people of my age group generation, because a lot of them is just fake. You know, they just gossip and running to other people and shit, like being like, you know, nagging and shit. I'm like, bro, like, do you even have a talent? Do you even have spiritual intelligence? Do you even have your own way of thinking and feeling? Because they damn sure don't, you know. And like, let me tell you something, man. I talk to my non-biological friends, you know, like I talked to Tamara Ruffledge, man, aka also known as in the multiverse, known as Xanamira. You know what I'm saying? She told me I'm gonna transcend all that bullshit that my Yankee patriotic, you know, biologicals of my age group generation always try to project on me, right? And yeah, she right. I'm gonna transcend all that fucking Yankee Doodle patriotic shit, because I don't fuck with this Yankee patriotic mindset motherfuckers who always want to degrade these individuals who have this indigenous mindset, who have this islander mindset, you know? So like, and let me tell you something, having an indigenous mindset in a Caribbean mindset doesn't have to apply for skin complexion. That's more of a so-called like individuals that's like chosen ones. You know what I'm saying? But man, it's crazy, man. Like individuals who be gossiping and shit, about they spiritual relative and shit, be hating from afar, watching from afar. The main when you a spiritual being, the main individuals who watches you the most be the soulless vibrational relatives. It happens all the time. You know what I'm saying? They watch you as just as much as the spiritual family that's not biologically related to you. These haters, these soulless vibrational biological haters, they watch you the most because they want something they can cause drama on and try to gossip about and try to like paint narratives about. You feel me? So it's like what the fuck, yo? You know what I'm saying? Cause like, when it comes to my age group generation, the only individuals I tend to speak to is always people that never lived where I lived. And I haven't even known a lot of these non-biological people for a long time. There's spiritual beings that's not biologically related to me that I only known for a week or might only known for a year, and I'm way more closer with them than I am with any individuals of my age group generation that's biologically related to me that I've known for like 15 years, and there's no resonance, there's no spiritual relatance with. You feel what I'm saying? Because I always feel like, what's the point of knowing somebody for 15 years and you can't even relate to them when you can know somebody for just a week and they can relate to you? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, man, when it comes to these soulless vibrational siblings and all that shit, man, like it always happens, bro. It always happens, bro. Like for real, bro. It happens, man. Like I happen to be the one that don't have a patriot mindset, a Yankee doo-doo-doo mindset, because I don't fuck with Yankees. I don't fuck with hillbilly ass Confederate flag mindset motherfuckers. I don't. I hate their ass. I hate patriots. You know, I hate these fucking fraternity thinking motherfuckers, man. Like I really don't fuck with that shit because I have an indigenous mindset, and indigenous mindset people, they get hated on a lot, bro, because we don't have that slave owner mindset. Like fuck trying to be popular in a slave owner matrix. And here's the thing, man, a lot of these soulless vibrational biological beings, right? They tried their hardest to try to get their spiritual biological relative to try to like, fight for their validation, right? You know, me, and I don't want to bring astrology into this. I don't want to bring that up. So I'm going to say, like me, I don't fight for validation. Like anybody who could just make an assumption of me and they could just like have hatred towards me the day that they saw me, right? And let me tell you something. Any individual who reveals hatred towards you later on down your journey, where it might be 6 years later or 8 years or 15 years later, if you somehow grow in spiritual intelligence and you just evolve and stuff like that, and then now they start revealing their hatred towards you, that just shows that they never loved you from the beginning. It was fake love. They only love when you wasn't revealing all this spiritual intelligence. Because when you reveal a lot of spiritual intelligence, that's when the fucking egos start coming out, these soulless vibrational biological beings, right? It happens all the time, because a lot of spiritual beings, they're not born with egos because that don't exist in our field. They don't exist in our field at all. So, like, man, I tell you, man, like, if I was a person that was born that had no memory of anything, of course I would be much more happier. But let me tell you something, a person that can remember every single thing that happens in every single day, bro, I remember everything, which means anybody who gossips about me, you know what I'm saying, whether it's a biological person or not, they don't be watching what they be saying around me. And plus, I can literally telepathically hear what someone says about me. Like, literally, I can telepathically hear stuff. Like, that's my spiritual gifts that I tap into, that to unlock within myself to be able to see shit, you know, so I could tell who's hating on me, even if they don't directly tell me, because if they directly tell me, they just know I could just erase them on the spot. So they rather just be subliminal and just throw the N word around all the lot. You know what I'm saying? And look, man, of course I'll be always be the first one to defend myself if someone coming at me the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? But like because they know these soulless vibrational biological haters of mine, right? They know not to come with that fucking gossiping around when these spiritual beings are connected with me in the moment, because they know my spiritual non-biological family is gonna flash out on their ass, right? Because anybody who gossip about me, they got some self-hatred about themselves, that they basically talk about themselves when they try to project their self-hatred on me. So it be all like, it is what it is, right? So for you spiritual beings out there that deal with this thing of like soulless vibrational cousins or soulless vibrational siblings, is like, you know, having hatred towards you, and like, you know, every time you walk in the room or you go anywhere, they just like literally have this subliminal hatred towards you, man. Don't even sweat they weak ass, man, because let me tell you, in the end, man, you win, they fucking lose. They losers from hating on spiritual beings. Anybody who hating on me, they a fake ass motherfucker. I'm a cool ass person. You know what I'm saying? I don't do shit to jeopardize somebody's life, because I don't be getting fucking weak ass authorities involved in shit. I handle shit by myself. If I got a problem with somebody, because that's how spiritual beings roll. I mean, shit, if I'm gonna have somebody help me with something, I'm gonna have spirit guides, angels, and soulful ancestors help me out with shit. You know what I'm saying? If it goes down to that lane, right? That's just how I operate. But, you know, of course, that's something that soulless vibrational beings don't even comprehend anyways. But, man, I'm telling you, man, that's just how it is, man. You know, and, you know, I can't wait for the day where I meet a lot of soulful vibrational beings. I can't wait for the day where I meet more soulful vibrational beings that's not even biologically related to me, that's around my age group generation, and they show me a lot of more appreciation, they show a more appreciation to my soulful existence than any individuals I biologically known that's around my age group that I've known since a child, right? I already seen this happen in the future. I already know this is going to happen, and that's something that I gladly accept, and I live by it. You feel what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know.